you still sound the same. Just
It's-
4.
What? Well, how do you think birthdays work?
I don't know. The feeling of getting older, changes you.
Yeah, my balls drop in a single day.
It does.
Yeah, your balls drop at least a month later.
Exactly.
Can you imagine if it was really sudden though, and like someone was doing something like this, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh shit, they're falling. Mom, get the camera. My balls are dropping.
Just like during school, you just feel, holy shit.
So I feel like that was the most perfect moment I could have joined in this call.
Yeah.
Is just get the camera. My balls are dropping. Like there's not a better moment I could have joined this call.
Actually, another thing that would be funny about that is if because it was so sudden, it had kind of a force to it, and like it would hurt. And okay, so in Jim Carrey's The Mask, when his eyes kind of pop over his head like a cartoon.
Go on.
When if you and your balls dropped, it did something like that.
Oh God!
Like,
That's
doing.
a horrifying thought.
It would be a good preventative against people wearing like really tight pants. So, like,
Because their balls would
like you're
fly out of their
sitting there,
pants.
that would hurt. It would come out with enough force to where it would just like destroy your crotch and your pants.
It would, tear that shit up. Is it called Ready
Mhm.
Player Uno in
Yeah,
like
let's just keep it
Spanish-speaking
as Uno.
countries?
El Ready Player Uno.
El Ready Player Uno.
The Ready Player 1.
That's what we call it down south of the border.
Even though we still speak
Why don't we
English.
just put day in there as well?
Day Ready El Player
Uno.
Uno, eh?
No, Ready
Down
Player
here,
of the
down
One.
south of the border. That's what George Bush calls it.
South of the border is my favorite part.
South of
I'm
what
alluding
border?
to
Like
genitals.
South Carolina.
South Carolina isn't south of a border, except unless you count like
South of the
state
Canadian
borders.
border.
Yeah, or it's I suppose south of, but like, what are even our borders, man? They're just like
Aren't we all
constructs,
just south
man.
of some border, man? Like, at the end of the day, aren't we all our own personal borders?
Aren't we
Like,
putting up
if
our
you-
own borders
Very-
to
very
like
Think about
love
it super deep down. Like, we all have borders, man.
Very
borders to
philosophical.
our heart, man? We're
Man.
like keeping friendship out, man.
Yeah, man.
You guys sound like
We've put a
liberals.
wall up between ourselves and others.
God.
I don't know how to start a new podcast. 'Cause this one, part of the intro is the name of the podcast. It's kind of a clever bit, and so I got to figure
I
out
thought we were,
how to do it.
Crumpfest.
Cumfest?
Whoa! I didn't sign up for this.
Come fast.
Sudden change of the name. We're
Just a splooging all over the
So we're
place.
gonna change our
Welcome
name.
to Cumfest, the sploogiest
I was thinking
podcast on the
we could be-
internet.
We could be that, or we could be United Airlines.
It's kinda good.
United Airlines.
Splooge Fest
Can you
is a-
imagine a bunch of pilots doing a podcast, but like mid-flight?
Yeah, it's gotta have like the over the intercom for the
Yeah.
airplane. It's gotta sound like that.
And they'd be like, "We killed a dog?" Question mark exclamation point. But it's not clickbait because they're the fucking worst.
Are you calling
So-
pilots the fucking worst or
calling-
dogs the
no.
fucking worst?
Calling
Everyone
United the
dogs.
fucking worst because they killed a dog.
And
Oh.
threw
They
that
as
one
a
dude
as a
off.
general like company murdered a puppy.
Not super
When?
great
What the
people.
fuck?
Like last month,
Yeah, did you not see that?
No,
a
I didn't hear
flight
anything
attendant
about that.
forced this family to shove their dog in the overhead bin, and it suffocated.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember
Yeah.
that now.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna cut all that out. I don't want that.
I
So,
just-
Yeah, let's not announce that. We don't want to get.
I
you know,
don't remember it.
our
So
I
wait,
wasn't-
does United Airlines create John Wick?
Fuck yeah, maybe that girl grew up being John Wick. Listen, this
Mhm.
this could.
Shit, you're right.
I'm cutting this all out. I'm not so. It's
There's a great Gus Johnson bit about this I saw.
not,
Just kind of bring it full circle.
okay. Oh, hold on. I gotta suck myself up.
Sorry, what?
I gotta suck
Suck
myself up.
himself
Hold on.
off.
I gotta suck my own dick. Hold on.
Give
on.
it back.
I gotta get real flexible real fast.
Been doing yoga over the break, so I'm ready for this.
It reminds me back
Yeah.
in like high school, somebody did like a report on this guy who actually did remove like several of his rib bones to be able to do that.
I think it was
Marilyn
Marilyn Manson.
The myth about
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was just a rumor. Or not a
What is
rumor,
it? What is
but
it?
Yeah,
Why would you do that
yeah.
in high school? Like, here's my paper on a guy sucking his own dick.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure it
That's-
failed.
Well, I
That-
would hope
yeah,
so, quite
it's
frankly.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got you. You interrupted me. I was about to do it, and you. Oh, in high school.
We suck each other's dicks.
God damn it! Shut up! I need a minute.
Are you trying not to cry right now?
No, I'm just. I'm just a little nervous. Man.
It's okay, man.
Fuck, Black. Shut up.
Not my fault. You're pansy.
I'm just trying. I need a second, and it's just.
It sounds like he's about to cry.
That's just my voice. I can't help what my voice sounds like.
It's on the verge of tears.
Because I sound weepy.
It's been so long since we've done
Welcome everyone to the saddest podcast on the internet. Not really, but kind
We're all
of.
over here slitting our wrists.
I'm here. It's me, the host, crying as usual, joined by my bullies. See, the theme of Krusty Pickle's Grandmas was that we bullied the child, and now this time we're bullying the host. Fuck
Yeah.
The torch will pass for every podcast we make.
Let me pass the tissues over.
So when we do 20, oh trust me, I have plenty of tissues.
Oh God!
Jeez, I think I
Jesus
cried a bit
Christ.
there.
I had a bit. I forgot it. I like bits, but I forget them so fast. Well,
Yeah,
fuck
Trying
it.
to psych yourself up for that.
No, I don't need to psych myself up from that. The intro is the worst part for me. I hate intros. But so then we name it in a way where the intro has an obvious bit we can do every week. So
You cry.
I'll get used to it.
Just Cartoon are having a mental breakdown. for like
Well,
5
yeah,
minutes.
that's just any content I've made
It's
on the internet.
behind the scenes. You pay another $9.99.
Yeah, everybody joining on Patreon now, you can go and see the mental breakdown every single week in the pre-podcast and the
Please
post-podcast.
be our glucose guardian.
Yeah,
Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
I haven't changed anything on there. So yeah,
We should probably update that because it probably still says,
yeah.
God, I'm dying.
dying.
Everything's
That's what it
everything.
says.
is
No, I
still
like
wrong.
burped and then my heart started burning very poorly.
There it was.
I
I
might be
burped, and then all of a
dying.
sudden I burst into flames. It was the damnedest thing.
I might be dying right now.
Well, judging
No,
that your
no,
last
we got
episode
rid of
was
Glucose Guardian. It's a Spike Kit. I forgot about
Oh, is it?
Ah.
Okay.
that. I'm sorry, I'm dying now. It's the pollen
What did you
Nice.
eat?
and all the cocaine I've been doing. Anyway,
Wait, so that's where all our shirt money's been going?
Fuck.
God damn it!
Wait, we actually sold shirts?
yeah, we have shorts now. We're putting
No, we have actually. I don't
exclusively-
think we've sold a single shirt, but people like the stickers.
Yeah, I got a story about the stickers, but
I gotta speak real fast. Well, tell your story in a second, but first I just want to
Is
say
the podcast rolling?
yesterday I updated the dwarf strength shirt and the beans shirt. Well, they're more than shirts.
live
but either way.
now on the Redbubble. I
Yeah,
actually
they
just
both
checked
look
it.
considerably better now. I
actually
don't
like
hate
that.
them anymore. So buy,
dig.
sell. They're
I
like
kind of want a
stocks.
poster of beans to hang on my office wall.
Yeah, right.
Do it.
It looks
People
like it would
when
work.
Do
people
it,
walk
pussy, you
in.
won't.
Like, I think I might get the photo print of it and hang it on my wall just so people can. What's the biggest size I can get this in? No, I need bigger than 8x10. I need something that's like
I
going to encapsulate the entire wall. Because I want people to know I can get a framed print of it. How much is that? $80. Jesus God Lord.
Yeah, it gets a little pricey. Like if you're gonna ever buy a T-shirt, don't get like the premium prints. Just get like the unisex, like normal one.
Yeah, just get the
'Cause-
cheap. Like they ironed it onto a Walmart Hanes T-shirt.
Pretty much. But it's like at that point, it's like it's affordable at least.
Yeah, because the classic T-shirt. Is this part of the podcast right now?
yeah.
Are we going? All right. I was just trying to figure out where it begins and ends.
So when am I gonna get my Bungle
it's like-
Fairy shirt?
It's like 19.
Wow.
That's I don't know.
We still have to watch that movie.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
well,
Is it still on
it
Netflix?
took us 4 months to get right here, right now. So I
Yeah,
think it's gonna take
It's-
at least another 2 years to actually get to where we record other content. So let's just
We're
baby
working
steps.
on it. This is the great Re-Bickering.
we gotta hold our
We've
flag.
reignited the dumpster fire.
I thought we were Crump Fest.
No, we've never been Crumpfest.
I thought we were
Never
changing
have
the
been.
name.
We
Is-
never
like,
will
what
be.
did you
It's
guys
in the
fucking decide
bylaws
on
you
what
have
the
to
title
sign when
was?
you join GoBicker.
See, that was a lot of just mumbled jumbled voices, and I know a few people said words there, but I don't know what any of them were.
I
That's
still
the
don't
title.
know what the
I
official
still just
title
like talking
is.
over my ex. That pisses her off.
I'm gonna nut in you.
You're gonna nut?
Oh,
What?
oh,
So I'm gonna nut inside
That
of
is not the appropriate
I
language
feel
of a 4-year-old.
violated.
I've been saying that
Listen-
a lot, and I
Listen,
don't know
buddy,
where
I'm
I got
gonna
it
nut
from.
all up inside you, so you
Yeah,
better back the
dude,
fuck
whenever I
down.
get super
I don't know
angry, I
what
just
to
like
do.
scream, I'm gonna
I'm
nut!
gonna nut.
I don't know why!
Hey, can you do me a favor and never say those words to me again?
I'm gonna nut.
That's
I
so
don't-
bizarre.
I
It
don't like
is!
that.
I
especially coming
seriously
from a
don't know where I
small-
got it from.
Very small child. I don't want to hear that ever.
I just get so
At all.
angry.
I'm
do.
gonna fucking nut. Yeah.
Door strength, you know?
You're trying to change the subject.
So we've
How
got
am
two-
I?
Oh, but the podcast is called Not Really But Kinda. To answer the question.
Oh, okay,
Um,
good.
Welcome back.
like-
Not really.
So that's what it's like.
Kinda.
Hey, it's the saddest podcast. Not really.
It's the saddest
kinda.
podcast on the internet.
And then
It's
next
summer.
week we'll have a new bit at the beginning that I'll panic over and not be able to say. Maybe if I write them beforehand, I can do it.
Can we
Yeah,
tease
you-
you every
you
time that
gotta
you have
get
your
a
panic
hold.
attacks before the intro?
I'm just
That was
just
the
gonna
intro.
stop voicing my mental health issues. Is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna bottle it all in until I have a full on mental breakdown, and then shave my head and kill a person or something. I don't know.
Do you know how much
Cool.
views we get for that?
Probably like 10.
Exactly.
That's more
we
than
get
a
now.
lot.
That's more than 5.
That's more than most of the views we've got on our podcast that is on the
Exactly.
internet.
More
So I
than
think
three.
we'd be doing pretty good.
You're doing all right.
Yeah, it's the only podcast on the internet. Well, it's
The only other podcast on the internet.
Yeah.
I think we need to change
because we had an
some
old
things.
one.
We had
What
we
if
had the
this
other
is
one.
this is the introduction for many people to the wonderful world of GoBicker?
Well, if that's the case,
um,
go back and watch all 20 episodes of Krusty Pickled Grandmas, and then
Yeah, it's a
come right
wonderful
back.
podcast, which is really not going to be any different than anything but the sweet tinny wrapper that this one will come in.
I
is
feel like-
basically the same.
we've now kind of refined it to a point, though.
Have we
and-
though?
Yeah, no, I mean a bit. Like, well, because the editing has gotten a lot faster than from the first episode, so things kind of just happen. You know, it's quick and I don't know, funnier maybe.
Maybe.
Doubtful.
Let's see if 4
They were
months
funny.
anyone managed to pick up some humor. 4
Yeah,
months that
yeah.
we've been gone.
I didn't.
I know I didn't.
I picked up some humor. This podcast.
That's a lot. Oh,
Did we say that's a lie?
yeah.
That's a lie. You're not funny. You never have been. You sack of shit. Ugh, God damn,
We
I'm
all
gonna
still
nut.
hate each other. That hasn't changed.
Oh
I
yeah,
like how
yeah,
I completely forgot that we had a section on our website just called About Our Dog.
yeah. The website's a little prettier now too.
Yeah,
Just
little
a
pets
tad.
here.
Just a smidge.
Yeah.
Did some little edits on it. Has like a green bar now thing on it.
It's very green.
Very
We've gone
green.
green here. We're trying to save the world. That's how it works, right?
Allegedly,
May-
yeah.
may
Oh, this is a wonderful time to be getting a phone call. Hold on.
Oh, suddenly he's too busy for us.
He's gonna
Chris the busy man.
He's gonna get up and fucking leave. That's what's gonna happen.
He's gonna be the one that
At
has
some
the
point, he's
emotional
just gonna
breakdown.
shut off
Typing.
Discord and fucking leave.
I wonder if this season I'm gonna find a new found fear that I've never had before. Because
Other than trees underwater.
yeah, I never acknowledged or I never knew that I had that fear until this podcast, and then I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why am I scared of this? I think I need to see a therapist about that. Like, that's fucking weird.
It's
No,
Yeah.
keep telling us your fears. We're gonna exploit them and make fun of them on the
Yeah.
internet.
We exploit all our feelings here at GoBicker.
All I remember is that I was talking to my family like a few weeks ago about my 5 irrational fears.
Mom,
And I
Dad,
can't even
5
remember
rational
most of them
fears.
now.
Let's get right into it.
No, it's like it's spiders, the ocean, dolls,
Okay.
horizontal logs underwater.
Right.
I can't remember what the 5th one is.
You can't remember what you're scared of?
Yeah.
You have like your top 5 fears and you can't remember one of them.
Well, specifically irrational. Like
Yeah, well,
rationally,
yeah.
it's you can be scared of heights. You know,
Okay.
I don't want to.
But even still, these are like
die.
these are top 5. You just recently told them to people, and you forgot one of them though.
It was weeks ago.
Weeks.
I even said I was speaking to my parents weeks ago.
I remember things from weeks ago.
I'm sorry that I have the earliest case of onset dementia.
The earliest recorded case of dementia. Wait,
Yes.
all right, hold on. Earliest case
My
of
professionalism, no, it's not bad.
dementia. What is the earliest age you can get dementia? People.
And you can get dementia pretty
Early
early.
onset of the disease can begin when people are in their 30s, 40s, or 50s. So being a 4-year-old
Four.
child and getting dementia, that's impressive.
Exactly.
You're a,
You know, I'm
it's
here
like-
to succeed, and by succeed
You
I
are a
mean
living miracle.
I don't know what I mean.
You are.
You're a modern woman breaking down barriers.
Exactly.
Breaking down those barriers.
No
That's
numbers
ageist.
hold me down.
Dementia is for all ages.
Exactly.
We're not dealing with this PC garbage anymore.
I
Anyone
forget
who wants
shit
to
all
get
the time.
dementia can get dementia.
You know, I have a feeling she's gonna go and give a speech about it, and then when she gets up to the podium, she's not gonna remember what she's there for.
She's not gonna be able to reach the podium, so she's damn short.
She'll have to have like 3 apple boxes.
Listen, I have bar stools, alright?
Barstool.
Then she's gonna be propped up on textbooks.
Gonna be sitting up there on a bar stool with like 5 phone
Not
books
sitting,
underneath.
standing.
And then
Just
still having to
shouting.
stand on the tippy toes just to reach over the podium.
Exactly.
I think all ages should get dementia.
Who are you again?
What's happening?
How did I get here?
I'm gonna go home and take a nap. Can you imagine being that short and having you spend all that time crawling, pretty much, like climbing Everest, but not, but same amount of effort type of deal. And you get up there and you've completely forgotten why you're there, so then you have to get all the way back down and leave.
And then you remember, and then you're like, well, fuck.
And you turn right back around. You have to climb Everest again.
You might as well just camp out there until you fully remember what you have to say.
Or you die.
But because of the
Or you
dementia,
die.
you'll never
Either
fully
one.
remember.
Shit, you right. I've also been saying that a lot too.
you right.
Glad to hear that.
Shit, you right.
Yeah, I've a friend of mine has been saying that a lot too. And like, all right, no,
And I know that's not me.
no,
I'm
definitely
not
not.
your friend.
You're just like an unfortunate happenstance.
Wouldn't really consider any of you friends, just people I know.
Not even an acquaintance, really.
No, it's just
Yeah,
literally like
no.
I have knowledge of your existence, and that's
A
about it.
step below coworkers.
Mm.
Step below, no, it's a step below like acquaintance. Wait,
It's a step below some homeless dude I saw on the street. I have a higher esteem for Jeffrey. than most
Listen,
of
I'm
you.
sorry I spent
Jeffrey.
all my money on the Get the Trees Out of the Water Foundation, okay?
you should be fucking whore.
You
So we're
whore.
starting that again, okay?
That never ended.
No,
you
it doesn't
whore.
end. Like
I know it never
like-
ended because my fucking friend's mom called me one.
Yeah, okay. We're the topic is because it matters what we've been up to since Crusty Pickle Grandma's, and that's just one thing I'm really curious about. What the why? Why is someone else's mother calling you a
I don't
whore?
know. First of all, I've literally never spoken to her or seen her in my life. And
She's like, "You
second of all,
whore."
that wasn't the weirdest thing she did. So the friend that I have, the friend's mom that called me a whore, the friend, she's
Divorced.
diabetic, so she needs to take her blood sugar, like
Right.
see her blood sugar, and she apparently hasn't been doing that recently.
Oh.
And her mom blamed me as if I was telling her. I was like, fucking only losers check their blood sugar. Fucking cool kids never check their blood sugar. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Wait, but
Nerd
if you've
trying to be
never-
healthy and live.
But if you've never met this
Nerd.
lady, why the fuck
I don't know.
does she know?
do not
or
know.
care? I feel like there's some step in here we're missing. There's one
Yeah,
part of the
there's
story
a-
that your
It's
Alzheimer's
all
has
the
forgotten.
information I
Something
know
ain't
about.
right.
I would assume because the friend is in a D&D campaign I'm in, so and there's not that many people, so I talk about the D&D campaign and the people in it with my parents, so I would assume they would do with their parents, just as like casual conversation.
Mhm.
So maybe she brought
Yeah,
up
did you know I'm
something.
part of a D&D campaign?
She brought up that
Tell you
you're
about
a whore.
Aren't you
Sesh.
proud of me, Mama?
It's just. Ugh.
It doesn't make any sense. But you know what?
It doesn't.
At the same time,
was
I appreciate
so-
it. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad it happened.
I can't even I don't have any word. I'm still so confused. She apologized
Oh, that's
afterwards,
good.
like a day after, but I was still like, "What the fuck? Who are you?" I don't even know her name. I don't know her mom's
Now,
name.
Be
You
careful.
should
She
just
could.
start giving.
She
it
could be
horrible
listening,
name.
so you don't want to insult her.
Yeah, what if she's an
Shit, you're
avid
right.
listener of GoBicker
She's part of the
podcast
FBI.
and products?
I'm sorry, my
Maybe it's-
friend's mom.
Maybe it's Tim.
Margaret.
Oh my god, Tim, you have a daughter?
It's a Mrs. Doubtfire situation.
What?
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, it takes a lot of makeup.
Yeah, and he dresses up like an anime girl too. It's not like
It's not
like
exactly
some sweet old
convincing,
woman.
but-
He's an anime girl with big old titties.
Tiggle
Old
bitties.
bitties.
I think one of my favorite phrases is tiggle bitties.
This is a good one.
Fucking love it.
Tingle bitties.
I just really appreciate the
Appreciate what it
the good
means.
people who came up with things like that. I'm proud of them. I hope they're successful. I hope they have someone who loves them because they came up with a great phrase. Whoever
It's a pretty
it was.
great phrase. It's definitely up there.
I'm kind of debating if I want to bring up one thing that happened in the break.
Go on ahead.
Bring it up.
Okay, I'm just gonna drive this podcast right into the fucking ground. So you remember?
Oh
Towards
yeah,
the
I
end.
quit. All right.
hard right.
Towards the
Let's
end,
do this.
Towards the end of Crusty Pickle Grandma's, I brought up that the vets kept saying my dog had cancer, but then not, or suggesting she
Oh,
could,
God,
but
where's
then
this
didn't.
going?
No.
Well, she did. She did actually end up having
no.
cancer, and she died.
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because
So sad
it's horrible.
now.
You're like, my dog died.
Yeah. Or
That's
maybe I'm just laughing because I can see it like hard cut from me going like, okay, they keep saying she might have cancer, but she obviously doesn't, and hard cut to like, all right,
Dog's
bye
dead.
forever.
Well, that's depressing.
Yeah, so that's why I
Yeah.
was debating it, but I think it's good to bring it up because now we have a new puppy who's a shit. Oh, right. Oh my god. Actually, it's a good thing I thought of that because actually this new dog, one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me happened with him. We were home alone, and so I was kind of babysitting because
Macaulay
I
Culkin
love that
situation.
movie.
it's just kind of what you have to do with a young puppy. I'm just gonna ignore what you guys said. And we have this like little animatronic cat that meows and it purrs and I think it kind of like moves its front feet a little bit, and he fucking loves that thing. He bites at it, tosses it around a bit. And maybe he might just think he's killing a real cat. And so it's like his favorite
I mean,
thing.
naturally.
And so I was sitting on the floor, and then we have this mattress in the living room because that's where my dad sleeps, which is another story.
Oh.
And
Okay.
he was laying on that with the cat, and I was on the floor, kind of just sitting, and he started fucking humping that thing.
Oh.
Like a lot. But
For a second, I thought you meant your
What?
dad was humping.
no.
What?
He's not
So you're
going
done,
around his,
okay.
like,
I did say I was home
finding
alone,
action
so.
TV. Oh god.
No, the dog started humping this cat, and I'm like, all right, Jesus Christ. And then it started fucking meowing and purring and like kicking and stuff.
Oh,
And he is going to town on this fucking cat. It's going,
Jesus Christ.
You
but
just
then
drove this into the ground.
he slowly because of like the force of his humping starts slowly drifting kind of towards me. Again, he's laying down like
Force.
they're both the
Force.
cat and the animatronic cat. What did I just say? The dog and the animatronic cat are both laying on their sides, and yet he's still like moving across the bed. He's like slithering towards me, and he starts like humping the cat on my thighs, and I could, and then, and I was laughing a lot, and I started,
Why did you stop it?
and I couldn't stop it because I couldn't move because I was laughing so hard. And then he looked up at me with the most disappointing look he's ever given anybody. I'm sure of it. And he's like, "Dude, what the fuck? Let me just fuck this pussy, all right?"
That
I'm
dog
like, "Yeah, all right,
that
sorry."
dog in that moment asserted dominance in your household.
Oh my god.
Alpha male, right?
The little
Yeah,
cat was
that dog legally owns that house now. Sorry.
that little dog owns that cat for sure. I didn't even know where the fucking thing came from, but he loves it.
I mean, yeah. If you're gonna hump something across the bed into someone's leg, you love it.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that as like an intelligent human. You know, I mean, I don't mean
Hump
intelligent like I'm
something
super smart. I
vigorously
mean
in
like
front of something super
Like-
smart.
just by humping. I don't think I can move across the floor.
I
don't
bet
get
could, you know,
how
I
it
don't-
happened. I don't get the
I can
I don't
see
get
it.
the physics of how he moved. You know,
Hey, you know what it's called? It's called forward momentum.
but
yeah,
like
I mean, there's a way to. I could see how it would work. Just get a pillow, get up on your bed, and kind of test it out sometime.
No.
There's a way. There's a way to test this theory. It's a very
Yeah,
good thing
just-
we're not
you
using
need
webcams.
some-
but it seems, I need
Yeah,
but I
dude,
need it
while
to be
you're
like
at
to scale though.
So you need to.
You need a
I-
gigantic mattress and a giant animatronic cat.
Just
Are you coming out to
enormous.
us as a furry?
You need to dress up like a furry in, in a dog.
What would you call
fursuit
someone
and
who
hump
likes
it
to
until
fuck
you-
robots though? Because I'd be that and a furry, like mixed.
Let's look that up because I'm sure it's a thing.
And like a-
Robot
like a
fetish
robophile.
is a robot fetishism.
Oh.
Technosexuality.
Technosexual? What? That sounds so
Are you a
fucking cool. Yeah, sure.
Technosexual. Also,
Sure, I'm a
ASFR.
technosexual. I'll say
don't
that
know
just
what
so I can
ASFR
say that.
is. Robot
You want to be one?
fetishism is a fetishistic attraction to humanoid robots.
I'll fuck a
also
robot.
people acting like robots or people dressed in robot costumes. A less common fantasy involves transformation into a robot. Good night. Oh, there's a link here. It just kind of take you down the Wikipedia article or a rabbit hole. It links to
Galmatophilia? That literally
which
just reminded me
means you're
of the.
banging statues and mannequins.
That reminded me of my fifth most irrational fear: mannequins. It's like
Mannequins.
war flashbacks, dude. I hate mannequins.
You got issues, lady.
So is Fallout 4 like the worst game for you then?
Dude, yeah, it scares the shit out of me when I fucking want. I've been playing it a lot the last 2 days,
How
and
dare
it
you.
scares the shit
Let's
out
talk
of me
about
whenever I
Fallout
find-
4,
It's not.
shall
Oh, please, God.
We gotta wait at least a couple episodes to get into Fallout 4 again.
I've been playing it so much lately.
It's a shit game, just like every Bethesda game. Bethesda is such a fucking turd, like all around. But yet,
It's
it's
like-
it's
Yeah,
like
it's
cocaine.
addicting.
You do it, you don't want to do it.
but it's like
But you do it
off-brand
anyway.
shit cocaine that barely
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, one thing I noticed today, because the issue with Fallout 4 is that my old computer, I wasn't able to play it because it was such a shitty computer. But I recently got a new one, which allows me to, actually function in games.
Right.
So I was playing Fallout 4 and I was having like a blast and I was picking locks, and then I noticed they used the same exact audio file that they did from Skyrim, even though.
And from literally
It's like-
every other game that they've had that same lock picking
Yeah.
mechanism in.
Well,
because it's in
And
Fallout
I was
3,
like, how
Fallout New
fucking
Vegas.
lazy can you
Skyrim.
be? Just make a different audio
It's
file.
like the exact
I
same
can-
system retextured is all.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing. It's just got a screwdriver instead of a little
And,
little.
like, this
Yeah.
is I guess we are talking about Bethesda and Fallout. I
Yes!
I just gotta say, like, just think of think of how much money they make from games like Skyrim and Fallout and whatever else, and then just think about how fucking horrible those games are. Like the severe lack of any polish or anything. It's like they are barely working pieces of shit, and yet they're so fucking addictive, and I don't understand it because it's like.
They found a formula that really works for them.
But why does
Maybe
it
it's
work?
about the
It's
game
they are such bad games. Like you look at other, like literally every other these big developers, like any of these developers that have like an E3 showcase, and you look at all the games they're putting out, and they're like polished,
Knack
proper
too.
games. And you look at Bethesda, and it's like, what the fuck is this?
They've
It's
got
just
like 4 collective voice actors. The games are all
Exactly.
garbage.
And then it's
But
like,
they're so addictive because I started playing Skyrim again the other day, and I really regret it because I've been
couple
sucked
weeks
in
ago,
like
I
a
played
cheap
like
whore.
100 hours of Skyrim in like
Yeah.
7 days.
Yeah, because I've been playing it lately, and it's just like there is nothing about this game that just gets me going, but I love it.
Yeah.
And I've already got like 300 hours on it, so I might as well just keep going, you know?
Dude,
Right.
like
Just keep plugging
Skyrim
away.
is the fucking worst because I've played through every single quest line you can imagine. I have 1,032 hours,
Holy
and I
shit.
still get fucking sucked into the game. I don't know how.
I don't. Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense because it's a fucking horrible game.
Even while I play it, I'm like, oh, I have to do this again, and I have to
Yeah,
do
it's like,
And
I've
yeah,
there's
done the
a
then,
Thieves
really
Guild
helpful
quest line
payoff,
about
but I
1,000
still
times. I
do
can
it.
recite the line straight from the
Oh
Thieves
my
Guild quest line.
God.
I went straight to start the Thieves Guild quest line when I was doing
Yeah.
this playthrough. I had a mod, and I was like, okay, what kind of character do I want to be? I'm like, yeah, Thieves Guild. Let's start in there. It like
Oh
literally
my
dropped
God.
me in the middle of the Thieves Guild, and I'm like, let's do this again. I hate myself.
Dude, like, there's so many mind-numbing quests.
They're so
Yeah.
boring.
I'm-
There's no
So
depth
many, I
at
mean,
all.
like, most of them are mind-numbing.
yeah, it's awful.
I find it very addicting.
It's very addicting, but very
It's
bad.
Stupid. Like just
God.
if you just think about how little actually works.
Yeah.
And how much you need to mod it to like, actually like a functional game.
With Fallout 4, because I never watched people play it and because I wasn't able to play it in the past, I've like actually been having a lot of fun because it's like, ooh, I get to experience basically a new game for once, even though
But it's like,
like
to a
several
point.
times while I've been playing it, I keep pausing and go, man, I really want to play Fallout New Vegas instead of this.
Yeah, Fallout New Vegas is
It's such
the
a
best
good game.
Bethesda game.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's
that's
al- it's
because it
also because
wasn't
developed
made by-
it
yeah.
wasn't
Yeah,
Bethesda
but it's
game.
like
It was
all,
Oblivion.
all the Bethesda shit from New Vegas,
Another Oblivion.
garbage, broken
Yeah.
bullshit. You know, because they just took the engine and ported it over to this new story.
Yeah, but it's
It's like-
still wonderful and beautiful. It's just a garbage framework.
but it's like it's shit. It's all shit. I hate them all, but I love them all.
Todd Howard, I hate you.
Fuck you, Todd Howard.
And I
That's
say
gonna be
all
on my
this.
gravestone.
I say all this, but I know
You
for a
thought how-
fact, as soon as Skyrim, or not Skyrim, as soon as the Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, I will buy it.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
because
so will everybody else, but it'll
Absolutely.
still be a piece of shit.
I
that's
will
full of
like,
bugs
like,
and
empty
broken
10
inside.
years from now when that comes
No, we
out,
don't
and when
know.
we're
That's
like
the thing.
7 podcasts down the road, there will be an episode dedicated to me reaming out Todd Howard over how he ruined the Elder Scrolls series for Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, when you're 7 years old, and you're a senile old man just screaming out.
Because I mean, it's boof. It's gonna be some hot
Boof?
garbage. Boof.
Ooh-da-boosh.
Something.
Yabba-da-boosha.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Anyways,
Anyway.
what did you guys do?
What was the topic?
What did you do over the break we had?
As I said, I never left the
Cried.
chair.
Yeah.
I mean, besides crying.
Cried a little bit more. I mean, it's like I've just been living a boring adult life. I've been working 75,000 hours a week. Well, I did have one story. I was telling Cartooner about this the one time I did a stream over the past 6 months.
Mhm.
This is not one of my prouder stories.
Oh.
Because it's the one time someone in the real world knew anything about the fact that I do this podcast.
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Well, one of the details. Okay, so my girlfriend found out about Flesh Horse.
Oh no.
In the most
Oh
fantastic way.
no.
Oh, you have a girlfriend?
I do. Yes, it's hard to believe for many.
We gotta get her on the podcast.
You're not gay?
No, I'm not. Believe it or not, I don't love dick.
Wait,
I
you don't love dick?
I don't just gobble cock.
Well, then what are you doing with your life?
Exactly.
Oh God.
Like,
Anyway,
obviously that poo-tang's real good, but
Go get that on. Go get that on a shirt.
like obviously that poo-tang's real good.
So I don't remember why I was going through my phone looking for a picture or something, and the picture of the stickers I had taken with Flesh Horse came up.
Oh no.
And you gotta realize this is the one person I managed to convince that I'm somewhat vaguely normal.
Oh.
That threw all of that out the window.
Oh shit. I mean, oh
Did she
god.
dump you there and then?
Yeah,
Like-
did she
like-
break up with you?
No, surprisingly not.
Well, we definitely need her on the podcast then.
Yeah, but it's one of these things. It's like it's very hard to explain that to someone that thinks you're a fairly normal functioning member of society.
Yeah.
The fact that like a very photorealistic drawing of your face is on a naked horse, like the one,
Oh wait, actually, yeah. So wait, what Flesh Horse did you see?
all of them.
She saw all three?
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
All
Even
three.
two?
Even two.
Oh,
And
jeez.
two.
See, I think
It's black.
1 and 3 have some sort of like
Artistic merit.
yeah, and like comedic
That's the
value
best
to them.
crossover ever,
But
remember.
V2, despite it being my favorite, is so fucking weird and horrible at the same, kind of like just
Well,
like
it's like
the two
whenever someone
naked
could look-
bodies.
It's like that. She was
just-
like, "Why are you raping that dude as a horse
No!
with broken arms?"
And
I'm
you're like,
like,
I
okay,
don't know,
someone
but
like-
you can find out at GoBicker.com/store.
Yeah, you can buy this lovely sticker.
If you really
Well,
love me, you'd go buy this shirt right now.
Oh God. But the hardest part was trying to with like full serious intent, trying to explain how these drawings don't make me a furry.
Well, the point of Flesh Horse is there's no fur.
Exactly. That was the
I
point.
thought it'd make you, like, gay
So
or
you're
something.
just skinny.
That was the point that I had to make. The biggest point that I had to make for about 2 or 3 weeks is the fact that the naked horse, me being a naked horse, does not at all make me a furry. I was like, this isn't a fetish thing.
It's just
kinda like, okay, listen, let me break this down. Like a 16-year-old girl I know on the internet drew these, and it's like, oh no.
Fuck, that made it worse.
It's like,
Yeah,
this- the whole. I didn't realize how weird this was until
Yeah,
that
I think
day.
every aspect of that is just like worse and worse and worse.
Because yeah, it was like every time it was one of those things where every time I would open my mouth to try and explain it more, it would just get worse. So now I just don't bring it up.
It's one of those
Yeah.
things you're just piling more and more on to make.
More and more shit.
Yeah, it's bad. It's yeah. So that kind of really struck a chord with me, explaining that and how weird I am as a person. Just the fact that I have 3 stickers.
Does she know about the podcast then now?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Did she know about any of that before?
No.
Wow.
Not
So
at
you just
all.
completely kept it secret. Okay. That's interesting.
Well, I didn't have a reason to bring it up until
I
then.
suppose.
Like,
Yeah.
It's repressed, right?
I didn't have a reason to bring. I mean, now I do. I
So-
got to be like, well, we've got this wonderful new thing. This if you go to GoBicker.com, and you can listen to it, and then I'll tell the story of the flesh horse reveal.
So is she relatively cool with it now, or is she still?
Oh yeah, I mean, not so much. It's more one of those things. It's like I just really don't want you to bring this up in conversation with anybody at all. Because I get made fun of it for regularly still to this day. Whenever sometimes I'll say things and you get that look and just the words "naked horseman" come out, and it's like, okay, I'll be quiet now. If that's what it's like to be in a relationship, in case anyone was wondering.
It's explaining why you were a naked horseman on the internet.
That was one of the harder things I've ever had to do in my entire life. That was one of those moments like I'd completely it had been like 2 months since we'd done the podcast. I'd completely left my mind, and it was like that just resurfaced.
Shut out everything.
I'm so
Spectacular
glad
possible.
Oh yeah.
that my art had that much of an impact on you. The fact that your girlfriend might have broken up with you.
Yeah, that's a testament to this relationship. The fact
Dude,
that
she loves you then,
she
huh?
could look at that. She's
Wait,
just
so-
like,
She's obviously a keeper if she's still around.
Yeah. Oh
yeah,
god.
'cause
Tim
this
is
is like 2 months ago that this happened.
Wow. Holy shit.
So I mean, there's
we get
been
this as
some
a
time.
flag?
Flesh horse?
Yeah, can I have it as a flag so I can like raise it above my house so everybody
you
can
could buy
see
a
it
shirt and
every
stick
day?
it on a pole.
Yeah, just cut it off. Get like an
I want something
XXXL.
like bigger so everybody driving by sees
Well,
it.
What's what's the biggest size? I think you can get like a triple XL.
Yeah. Go email
Um,
Redbubble and tell them to add a flag option then.
Yeah, you can get a 3XL, which is pretty big. You
That's
can cut
pretty
the
big.
square out of it. It's gonna be smaller, but it's still gonna be pretty big. There's some really neat products out there that you can get flesh horse on. Just BT dubs.
I kind of want to get a beans clock because I set it in just a way where the hands look like a mustache.
I do like the new beans design. I gotta admit, it's
Yeah.
pretty good. Oh man, that does look really cool. I do want a beans clock. That just is
Dude, you can hook that up in your office.
I'm considering it.
Oh,
I've been putting a
that
bunch
would
of
be
really
fun.
weird stuff up in there just to annoy people when they come in. I've got a giant sign on the door that's got my name. It's just stuff that irritates people, but there's nothing they can do about it. It's wonderful.
That's great. Yeah, that's how you want to. That's the office environment you want to create. Is one
Yeah.
one where everyone's kind of annoyed at you.
But there's nothing they can do because I'm the one that
yeah.
fixes everything.
So that their kind of their rage builds up over time until it just bursts and they do something awful, like buy a flesh horse shirt and wear it to work or something.
Oh my god, the travel mug for beans like stretches
Oh,
my
does
face and it's kind of horrifying.
Oh. I might need to fix that.
No, keep it that way. I love it, but I hate it. Is there a way we can make it go all the way around the mug so it's like really stretched out?
I might be
Ear
able
to ear.
I believe there's a way to download the template for the mug.
Oh, God.
So
This is perfect. Yeah, the store has some wonderful options.
Hey, buy our stuff.
Artiste notes.
hey, buy horror stuff because just the idea of that makes it real funny. Like the fact that I got an
Yeah.
email saying someone had bought a horror card.
Hey, really?
Yeah, someone.
I love that song greeting card. I'm gonna get. How many of those can I like? How many do you get? Oh, you
Happy
only
birthday,
get,
you whore! Oh yeah, we did.
I wish you
did
could
that
get.
bit
I
this time.
want. Yeah, these are cool. I like these. I'm gonna get some of these postcards and send
By
them to all my friends and family. I was having a stroke.
Strong.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just kind of holding together right now. But yeah, we got some sweet merch. How about we gonna have to get some advertisements, some sweet merch for the new podcast name, whatever we decided on.
Not
Is
really,
it not
but
really,
kinda.
but kinda?
Yeah,
Not really, but kinda.
because
You
it can be like
get
it's
some
real
merch
good,
for
not
it.
really, but kinda.
But kinda.
Or you say it's really shit, not really. Well, but kinda.
But kinda.
It fits. It's good. It's classic.
Yeah, I think it
Clever.
does. So yeah, we'll have to get some sweet merch up for that. We got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 designs now.
You're fucking welcome.
Look at all that wonderful art.
I did it all by myself.
Absolutely.
No one did anything else. Actually, I don't want to take credit for Flesh Horse.
I wouldn't.
I don't want that under my belt.
I do.
When are you gonna do Flesh
Glad
Wars
that it
4,
is.
man?
Oh shit, I don't know.
It needs to have a good premise.
Yeah, I need to get a feel for not really, but kinda, and then I can do
Mhm.
Flash Force 4.
Yeah, just
Can we
kind of.
Also, if
include,
my
can we
tablet ever
include
works again.
what is it, Peg Feg?
Yeah,
What's
can we-
a
Glorious-
peg? I'm just curious. What's
I wasn't there
Is
for
there any
that
mascot?
podcast.
So
or-
I've been streaming on Twitch here and there
.tv
over the last
slash
week.
The Cartooner.
Yeah, and and I was gonna redesign the Dwarf Strength shirt on stream, and then Chris and Kit showed up, and
Oh my god.
they ruined the drawing.
We made
But at the same
art.
time, ruining it is not
Good
quite the
art.
correct word, because obviously it turned out really great. It has a mullet, a witch nose, an eye patch with a diamond, a heart
Kinda
mom
looks like a
tattoo,
penguin.
crab claw, a tentacle middle finger, a raptor leg, clown shoes, a single tit. I mean, it's great.
Oh,
I might
yeah,
stick it on a shirt.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all right.
pretty-
I don't know if it's
It's-
shirt worthy, quite frankly.
It's an adventure.
It was an adventure. It is an adventure.
Yeah, I fell asleep in the middle of it. Not gonna lie.
How do you fall asleep with that looking down on you?
I was really tired. I'd been up early that day. I just kind of nodded off, and I woke up, and the stream was over, and I went on Twitter, and it's like, oh boy,
Oh my god.
oh boy, what a baby that one is. Like, I just want to cuddle with it. It's so adorable.
And actually, looking at that version of it, there's like some bits that are like leaking over the lines and everything.
Yeah,
It is fixed now. I fixed it afterwards.
It's got some leakage there.
It's clean now. Well, clean is a
very-
relative term.
I like
It's
the-
very
I like the
dirty.
Satan
It's a very
shoes.
dirty, wet girl.
It's a very dirty boy. Oh yeah, it's a girl. I forgot.
You guys need
Look at
Peg-
those
Peg is
fucking
a girl.
guns on her. Bam, bam.
the Satan shoe.
Satan. Oh yeah, right. There's a pentagram on it. The
Got a
clown shoe.
pentagram on it.
He's very angry, toothless Hitler stash. Guns.
I was actually like, I didn't know if that was a Hitler stash or if that was a missing tooth.
It's
It's a
both.
little bit of both.
Yeah.
He's
I
got
was
hair.
trying to figure out which
It's got
one.
hair on its teeth.
Oh, the two little teardrop tattoos after got out of
It's the
prison.
most dense
Yeah.
picture I have ever seen.
There
There's
Yeah,
just
is.
well,
so
it
much
was
in
tiny
there.
over like
things
2.5
that you can
hours that thing was
appreciate.
created.
Yeah, that was a wonderful. Oh God, 12 Twitter notifications. I
Oh,
literally
shit.
looked away from Twitter for 2 minutes.
I
and
know,
looked back
and he's-
over and I have 12
yeah.
notifications.
How does he have that many questions already?
I think he's been
I
banking them
do
up for
see
4
a
months.
He works
sex
with the
one.
FBI. He's been watching.
I already see one sex one.
Well, I
Yeah,
think that
we'll
was
go
just a
through
given.
that's for our question and answer section at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, which we'll get to.
Yeah, we'll get to it eventually.
Let's
Bye,
move on.
Humphrey.
Actually, speaking of the end, Chris, do you have a Yahoo?
I have a Yahoo.
Yeah.
This is our my Bim Bam segment.
Okay, so I have a Yahoo Answers question from Yahoo Answers user Carol,
Hi,
Carol.
Carol.
who asks, "Why don't they make spaghetti bite-sized?"
Wait, what? Wait,
What?
it's already so little. Why would you want it even smaller? And also, forks.
Why don't they make spaghetti bite-sized?
You know what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking-
Why don't they make spaghetti bite size?
Spaghettios.
Have you ever
Answer
sitting
me
there
that.
sucking on your nudes?
I don't want to suck on noodles. I
Sucking
want
on
to,
them
dude. I want to
nudes.
fucking
Carol,
and you
slam
think,
my,
I
dude.
would-
I want to slam my face in a skate, in a skate of spaghetti, in a plate of spaghetti, and I want to chomp, and I don't want anything coming out of my
I
mouth.
don't want that. I don't
want
want. I don't
chomp down,
want
and I
any
want
of
it
that,
all to
like,
be in my mouth.
that romantic
Nothing coming
slurping
out.
the noodles.
Exactly.
I want just tiny little bitty noodles.
I
that
want
bow
basically
before me.
cheese grated.
Like, there is
spaghetti.
no way you can eat this spaghetti with a fork or a spoon because they're so small they'll just slip off. The only option is to slam your face into the bowl and just go.
Exactly.
Is that what Carol
That
wants?
is the only way.
That's,
This is
that's
the reality. This is the
future that
harsh
Carol
reality
wants.
that Carol
This
wants.
this is the progressiveness that liberals want.
Yeah, this is what Obama's America is going to become. But you gotta understand, like, spaghetti is just too big. It's so big.
It's what
It comes in those boxes.
so
They're so big that you gotta get a little flag. You gotta stick them out your back window, your sedan, and you gotta get one of those little red flags flapping in the wind so nobody hits
But
it.
I
on
love
accident.
how long my spaghetti is.
It's
You know what?
so
You know what?
long. It's so
I'll admit,
sweet.
long spaghetti. It's very fun to check to see if it's ready. To fling it at a wall.
I mean, yeah, but you can
That's
do
the
it with the
best
small
part.
ones at a small wall. What if you only have small walls in your
You're
town?
right. I'll get a tiny wall.
This is the
You
21st
have to have a
century.
smaller wall because you have
Houses
smaller
are getting more
spaghetti.
expensive, so you're gonna move into a tiny apartment.
That's
You got a
true.
little bit of room. You don't got a lot of room to slap spaghetti on the wall.
Yeah,
A little
fucking
bit of room.
cartooner, think with your head, dude.
Yeah, this is-
In this economy, we
Yeah.
can't have long
We have-
spaghetti.
We don't have big walls. We have tiny spaghetti and tiny walls to slap it on the wall with.
You either get avocado toast, a house, or long spaghetti. All right, choose. Pick
you
your
get
poison.
two
You
of the
choose
three.
two.
I think short spaghetti is the best way to go. But the question is, how short do we go?
Well,
Are
that's
we
what I'm
talking
thinking too,
like-
because I'm thinking, all right, you
like-
got this small wall, so you can throw your small spaghetti, but like,
Right.
think of like you're in a
'cause
Stuart Little
What's
situation.
the length of the average spaghetti noodle?
I want it
Like,
smaller
foot
than bow tie pasta.
spaghetti noodle.
Like, you're at what point you're not even gonna get like fed from it if it gets too small.
Exactly.
So
Listen,
the average length.
if you ask me, I
spaghetti.
don't think
12
spaghetti
inches.
is long enough.
So
I
we've gotten
I
now
think if
in
you
this
were to
current
hold the spaghetti at
economy.
your forehead, it should lay on the floor and then be able to wrap around your feet several times. I think that is the
See, I
proper.
So you want to
also
be
like
able to
that
tie.
idea.
You want to be able to get into some bondage with your spaghetti, is what you're telling me. You don't.
Oh,
Want
yeah,
If your
I want
spaghetti
it
is,
long.
like,
I want long spaghetti. I
cooked
want the
enough.
tough spaghetti.
I don't.
I
I
wanna
just
be
want
able
to be
to-
able to suck it straight through my mouth into my stomach. I don't want it
Schlorp.
chewed up at all. I just want it to go straight down there and let my
I
stomach
want to be able
acid
to
disintegrate it
eat
because
a
it's so tough.
plate of spaghetti, open up my stomach, and take out that same plate of spaghetti again.
Like, I want it to be like corn, where it just passes through your system
Yeah.
to where you can poop. And it's really long, so you can just grab the end of it and pull it out. You don't even gotta squeeze.
you put
that
it in
hard,
your
you
mouth, and eventually it
just
comes
pull
out your
it
ass,
out.
and you can kind of like floss your.
Like, yeah,
your
you can
digestive
floss your
system.
colon with it. Get one end hanging out of your mouth, one end hanging out your butt, and you just sit there going, and it gets your bowels real clean.
Everyone knows that anuses are real squeaky.
This is a very good counter argument to Carol's.
Exactly.
Carol's point here.
I think Carol's not thinking long enough, big enough.
Now Bartholomew does raise a very good point with his very just well thought out, well worded comment where he just says the word SpaghettiOs.
That's a good
Oh,
point.
shit,
that
he's
is
right.
small spaghetti,
and
Carol.
that is some pretty short
But-
spaghetti
It's
right there.
real
But it's
Carol's
small.
defense.
It is
cyclical.
bite sized.
In Carol's
It's-
defense,
it's-
SpaghettiOs are horrible.
Yeah, they're not the best.
They are some of the worst things I've ever put in my mouth, and I've put some bad things in my mouth.
Yeah.
Well,
Such
they
as
weren't
your own
asking if you
penis.
liked it or not.
Such
They
as
were
my
asking if
own
they made it
dick.
bite-sized.
Speaking of, okay, I just gotta take a real quick aside. Speaking of sucking your own penis, this is actually, it's not related to that at all. It's not related at all, but it's
God,
related to
I knew
penises.
you were
I
gay.
don't know
So-
where this is
is gay
going.
talk.
So in my, I'm taking this sci-fi and fantasy movie class thing. Last week we watched The Clockwork Orange, and I don't know if you've seen the movie, but there's one bit where the main character Alex, spoiler, kills this lady with like a big ceramic dick.
Oh,
Naturally.
Right. And when we were, and then we had we have a discussion about the movie after we're done. And for whatever reason, when we talked about that part, my teacher, who's like, he's got to be like 60 or something, he's like, yeah, and there's a bit where Alex killed the one with a giant cock. He just
Those are
dropped the
words.
C word right there in class. He's
most
just started-
people aren't allowed to say
I mean,
that.
it's college, so it
yeah,
doesn't
but
really
like
matter,
cock,
but cock.
like
It's a good
he
word.
went from penis, skipped dick, went right to cock. Like that's
Yeah, I mean
that's
that's a
really
pretty
something.
big-
It's like he
that's-
went from
that's an
vagina,
Olympic
skip pussy, went right to cunt.
sprinter-level jump.
It's just like whoa. And again, old boy. It just seems
Super old.
Very aged.
And he's
wise
like, yeah, and he hit her
boy.
with a
He was
giant cock.
literally on his deathbed.
Yeah,
just-
I mean, he's seen a lot of very.
He might
aged
be
penises
like
in
close to
his
death,
life.
actually.
And
Oh,
he,
no.
oh god,
There was like I noticed this the first day when he was handing out the syllabus. He would be like, he's a soft-spoken guy, so he's like, all right, and then yeah, so just make sure to read this.
Oh my god.
And
Lord.
yeah, so just make sure you've read the whole thing. Probably by next week. Just tell you if you have any questions. What I did wasn't quite a cough. It was more like a groan. But anyway, Carol, eat some SpaghettiOs or just suck it up because long spaghetti is good spaghetti. I mean, it's so much fun to
Not
go.
wrong. It's one of like,
It's a piece of spaghetti, you know. And also, if you want it smaller, you wrap it up around a fork, and
or
boom,
just
it's
you know
smaller.
what,
'cause
if
it's
you're
kinda
if you're a
tightly knit.
maniac, just get it.
I mean,
cut those little boys.
Oh fuck, you right.
Up. Just cut those boys up.
yeah, actually, sure, yeah.
So there's your,
I
this
mean, I
answers
think,
your
yeah, I think
question.
that about covers that.
Question.
I mean-
Bye, Carol.
There you
Have
go,
a good life,
Carol. So,
Coral.
So, my topic. If you had to, right now, no hands, take your pants off, could you?
No.
No?
I'm not wearing pants.
I think I could.
I could. Like,
Because-
wearing sweatpants, I could, because...
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's your
that would-
hands,
See,
right?
sweatpants would
Yeah,
be easy
probably.
because all you gotta do, because I'm thinking about, like, cause I'm wearing a pair of jeans right now, luckily not wearing a belt, because I didn't leave the house, so I didn't bother.
Oh wait, no.
But my pants, these pants are, like, I have another pair of pants that are loose enough where I probably could just pull them down. But these ones are just tight enough where I don't think I could, and especially with the button. But, like, if I was able to, like, step on one pant leg and kind of yank at it and kind of just, they might even rip. I don't know. I don't know what the context is or how much I need to,
How much
take my
force is
pants off.
required?
Yeah, but, like, I think... I see, I'm not gonna try because I don't care enough. I'm
No,
just
I
curious about
kind of
this.
want to try.
Well, okay, I'm gonna. Okay.
Give me a
I'm
moment,
gonna
alright?
try to. One moment, please.
Cause yeah, okay. So you kind of stand, and at least for me, my pant leg kind of goes down a bit, and
See, my pants...
and if I kind of,
Okay, hold on, almost got
and I
it.
can kind of pull at them a little bit, but like the seam around the waist is tight enough where I don't know if I could.
Got it. Got it.
But the idea is, it's challenging with,
Oh,
with
it's
no
cold in
hands.
here.
And I think another
Put
thing
these back
is,
on.
could you pull them up with no hands? That thing, I don't know.
Oh, damn it. All right, hold on.
No and no. That's my answer.
I bet I can do it. Hold on.
I don't think.
I think
can
the
off my
technique
teeth.
is you slowly kind of creep up. Oh yeah, see, I'm kind of pulling them down around the ass right now. But the thing is, when you're such
This
a
is gonna look really weird if
when
someone
you're
walks
such a
in here right
thick
now.
boy, it's kind of hard to get them around your ass.
Do I have to be standing to get
Oh
them back
god, I'm
on?
visually
Well, that's the thing. I
imagining-
don't like use
Terrifying.
whatever technique you have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got this
definitely.
then. Hold on. Oh, I gotta take my headphones off.
I did it! Holy shit!
How do what are you wearing?
I'm wearing skin tight yoga pants.
Okay, but yoga pants they don't have like a button like jeans do, so that's
No, but like they're so stretchy, so like stepping
Oh,
on my
yeah.
legs
Okay.
wouldn't work.
right.
I'm not even gonna try to do it. I ain't taking off this belt.
I had to keep like
Oh, yeah, see,
bending
'cause, yeah.
forward and standing back
I can
up.
take them on. I can take them off. It's hard to get them back on. I gave
Yeah,
up
'cause
halfway through.
I think if I
Most-
really wanted to, based on my test just now, I think I could. It
I
does,
could never.
If like yeah, basically what I discovered just now is like if you kind of like use the other foot to kind of creep up the leg and keep pulling down,
Yeah.
eventually they'll just kind of pop off. You're probably not gonna be able to put the pants back on because they're broken. You know, like the belt or the button pops or whatever. But I think if
It's a lot
if,
easier to do it.
if
It's
gun
much
to my
easier
head,
do it
if I
in
had to take off
someone
my
else.
pants without using my
Let me tell
hands, I
you.
think I could.
If I were wearing jeans, I would absolutely never be able to get them off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now I'm considering, is it weird if I continue this podcast without wearing pants? Because I kind of don't want to put them back on.
It's,
I mean,
it's
no.
very cold in here, so I return my trousers to my body.
If
But if
this
it's
wasn't
warm
audio
enough to be
only, yes, that
comfortable,
would be
do
very
whatever you wanna
bizarre.
yeah, I mean, but yeah, it's audio only at least. Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah. for all they know, I put my pants back on, which I
Well,
did.
I mean,
We could all be very naked boys right now, but none
yeah,
of
I
us
could have
are.
been making
because
this all
we-
up. I could have been not
Am I
wearing
the only
pants
one
this
who
whole
actually
time.
Still get the pants on that I didn't do this. Am I the
No.
insane
I
one
think
here?
I had to do this topic while we're audio only because maybe fuck it, one day we're super successful and we do like a Rooster Teeth style like full studio podcast with the cameras and everything. Definitely can't do it then.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
then
you
because
can't.
yeah.
It'd
But
be really
no.
weird at that point. Like I don't know if YouTube would like it very much.
I don't know if anybody wants to see that much balls.
And that's yeah,
What
we
kind of
got
underwear are you wearing?
we got
Your
8 sets of
balls
balls
are
here. We can't.
my boys like to flow free. What do you need from me, lady?
I really want to make the return of the world's longest wheeze. I've been trying. I've been trying to do an authentic one, but I
Yeah,
can't.
well, the authenticity is the big thing about the wheeze. It was a long ear-piercing bleed.
And I showed it to like all my friends. I'm so proud of it.
Like Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the context was for that. Should
What
figure that out.
episode was it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it had something to do with deaf people. Oh, you were fucking up sign language, and I was correcting you, and then Chris
this
out of
Nelson
nowhere.
Mandela?
Yeah, Chris out of nowhere said, when talking to deaf people, you have to make sure to lean in so they can hear you. And it wasn't like, it's not the funniest thing I've ever heard, but it was like out of nowhere, and it caught me so off guard.
I was ready for it just now, and it still made me laugh.
It's pretty fun.
Man, you're pretty funny. Wow, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I don't mean to brag, but y'all kind of suck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually part of a future topic I want to bring up. So,
Sucking. That's just the title of the episode.
Sucking.
Just why do I suck so much?
Speaking of
let's not get
sucking,
into-
it reminded me of the sucking your own dip topic. This is quick, all right? So I've asked several of my male friends this, and I'm not sure if I've asked you this before, but I was watching Game Grumps one time, and I think it was Dan that said, every guy has tried to suck his dick at one point. Have the three of you.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why?
because you
Just to
gotta
see if
test
you
and
can,
see.
man. It's there.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, if I did have one, I would also try.
Well,
but-
exactly. So why? Actually, I would too. So yeah, shut up.
I mean,
That's-
Because
the
it's
natural
something you have to
curiosity.
do. It's you.
I've
We
I'm
are a
just-
curious species. We need to test our hypotheses.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it's your own, Like, why'd you want that in your mouth?
You just gotta test
better
the
mine
flexibility.
than someone else's. I know where mine's been.
Fair enough.
Yeah, actually, that's a fair point too. I know I'm a clean person.
I'm not gonna get an STD.
If
for
someone had to
myself.
guess if I'm clean, they'd probably say I'm not, just based on my god awful appearance.
Very
But
dirty boy.
but I definitely am clean, so that that at least I have going for me. But it's just it's like. Well, it's the same thing with trying to test if I can take my pants off without using my hands. It's just like I have this idea. I'm gonna try it.
Come on, elbows. You can get the belt off. Come on.
Oh, I didn't even think about using elbows.
That was
Oh,
my
yeah, I
first
did because
thought
the
of
only
doing it.
specification is you can't use your hands. Why not use like your wrists or your? Oh, that's interesting. That almost makes it
Yeah, I
cheaty
can't do
though.
it.
It's like actually I don't know if I could use my elbows. Anyway,
So, how many of us successfully took off our pants? It was me and Chris,
I did.
right?
yeah. Well, I think if I don't think I could without keeping my pants intact, but I think I could if I had to.
What kind of fucking tissue paper pants are you wearing?
Well, I just think it would rip around my thick ass.
The CE.
I just think I'm such a thick boy that my pants would combust.
Like a slab of concrete. He's just thick. Thick, meaty boy.
Underbutton.
A slab of concrete. Yeah. I mean,
It's
yeah.
just
I
one
guess.
slab with a crack in between, right?
Ooh, I'm a thick, dense slab of concrete. I'm so thick.
It's good to be
I need a
back.
jackhammer to take me down.
Oh god.
Oh, can you imagine death by jackhammer? That'd be awful.
No, I don't want to.
It'd be horrible.
Like.
He just said like and then stopped talking.
Yeah.
I thought the call cut out. I'm not gonna lie.
I was listening, just hoping for, not hoping, but just expecting more. No.
Sorry, I had a stroke there for a second.
All right, Black Ops, what's your topic?
My topic is: do you think Steven Spielberg has guessed our future with Ready Player One? Like, do you think VR is gonna be the future?
I don't think, so the whole thing with Ready Player One, the world outside of this VR thing is real shit. They live in like stacks of trailers, which I don't think that'll be the case. I think we'll spread out a bit more off this planet. I would hope at least, but I could see VR getting that crazy.
Yeah, there's gonna be some crazy stuff with VR in the future. Like we're already getting pretty wild with it.
Well, I think the biggest thing that'll keep VR going is that people want to fuck all the time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
It's
so if you
nothing
can
but
fuck without
Bone City.
consequences,
Holy shit,
wow.
VR Pornhub. I'm interested now.
That's the
Yeah,
thing
it would-
already.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, like, you could.
I gotta go buy my subscription.
Thing right
I gotta
now.
go buy a headset real quick. Hold on. I gotta get that VR poutang. I gotta keep. I feel. I had to find another word for poutang.
That is now the second
Yeah,
time you said
Poontang.
Poontang this episode. and
I think
don't know how I
poutang
feel
is
about
real good, and I mean that in several ways.
Super good.
I love poutang as a concept and as an idea.
it. In a deep philosophical way. I love it so much.
In a
it means
deep
so very
philosophical
much
way,
to me.
I love pussy.
I mean, don't we all, man?
I think so. I think
Yeah,
everyone.
I think everybody can universally agree.
I
you
would love
know.
to see the Pope say that exact sentence. From a deeper philosophical level, I love a pussy.
Is that what you think he sounds like?
Well, I guess not this Pope. This Pope is like
This is the
Argentinian or
three popes.
something.
Pope.
But all the
Three
other
popes
popes
later.
were from Italy, so they're like, well, that's a spicy
Italian
meatball.
accent?
That's a good
28 popes
pussy.
later.
Mamma mia, that's a
Mamma
good
mia.
pussy.
Are you doing like the hand thing while you're doing that?
Mamma mia.
Gotta talk with your hands.
No.
I was I was in one hand. Ooh, that's a good pussy. Mwah, mwah.
Ready to snatch.
This is like
This
the
is
pussy
delicious
from back home.
putang.
This is my
It's a
delicious
spicy
putang. Just like mama used to make.
Oh God. Oh no.
My daddy would work 6 hours at the factory and bring home a hot plate of pussy.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pussy pie.
That's amore. God.
That one was gross. I was debating whether or not I was gonna do it, and then I did. I kind of regret it.
What
I
even
feel
is this
bad
today?
for Italian viewers
Oh, yeah.
or
We're
anybody in this
Italian
call
viewers?
that's Italian.
Like,
No,
fuck you.
I mean,
We don't love a pussy like that. We just love a long spaghetti.
Yeah, to our Italian viewers, what do you think of short spaghetti?
Tell Carol why we need that long spaghetti.
That good long spaghetti.
That good long shit. I was thinking earlier, and and I've said this. I think I've said this
Segue.
on Crusty Pickle Grandma's. I just love pussy.
it's a good
I
word.
like the word moist.
Moist pussy. But seriously, though, I mean, the amount of technology, just going back to the topic, the amount of technology that has progressed due to people getting real horny is quite a. I mean, like, weren't DVDs basically invented because people liked porn so much? Or is there something like that?
What?
Or maybe it was VCRs. There's something like some really like ubiquitous technology that people use now that really only existed because people wanted porn at home. Or something like
I was
that.
gonna say, isn't it,
Oh, yeah, I
if
can
we
see
think
it.
with our dicks, more things, get accomplished.
Yeah.
You're
Or just-
not wrong.
I mean, and also, I mean, just think about like basically all the scandals from last year involve people doing horrible things because they just love it a pussy.
You're not wrong.
People just
you know?
love it.
Right, whenever I'm
it-
thinking
it-
of why Harvey
gets
Weinstein
people-
is
love-
guilty,
it keeps
he
people
loved the
moving.
pussy.
Despite how bad it often seems to get, people love it a pussy. And so yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's some way or another. Yeah, we'll sit in a Ready Player One world. But
Except
I
it's
just
gonna be just porn. It's
but-
gonna be the 50 Shades
well,
of
no, because like
Grey
it'll
version
kind of go
of
over
Ready
to
Player
like
One.
the game side.
Wait, who
But
here
it'll
has seen the
definitely
movie?
progress and start because people want to touch a pussy.
Well, who here has seen the movie?
I saw a trailer for it.
I saw a trailer. Yeah.
I haven't even
Well,
seen the trailer.
Like I said, I was very disappointed that they didn't have like an entire section where they could just have it off to the side where it's like the pleasure lounge or some shit like that out there.
Yeah.
Is it like a PG-13 movie?
Yeah, just be uncomfortable.
Just have it as an Easter egg out there.
An
Why
Easter
not?
egg. Yeah, the pleasure
Big in
lounge.
The pleasure lounge. Get all that VR gooch that you want.
You have
Yeah, so
buckets
was-
of
so
pussy
was,
that you can choose from.
So was Shrek, but they managed to just get all these jokes in it.
Shrek didn't have a pussy lounge.
Yeah, that's. I don't.
That's
I
what the
haven't
swamp
seen
was,
Shrek
thank you
in a
very
good
much.
long
I
while.
guess,
I'm
you know,
pretty sure I don't
Swamp
remember
was
that
sort of
detail
Shrek's
Shrek.
pleasure lounge.
That was the
Exactly.
deleted scene.
It wasn't deleted. Even Shrek himself said it. Michael Myers, Shrek himself said.
Michael Myers.
My-
Michael Myers, the killer dude from Halloween, said
Exactly.
himself.
He
Wake up
said it
tonight.
himself. The swamp is my pussy lounge.
You know,
Bushy.
he goes, "Get out of my pussy swamp."
And Arnold.
That was Lumber Arnold.
You really have to put pussy first, otherwise it's swampy puss.
Oh god.
Get out of my swampy puss. They've crawled right up in there, all these dwarves and fairies and whatnot.
Oh
He needs
my
them
God.
out
Zombie.
now. They're making everything itchy and burn.
Anyways, yeah, we're absolutely gonna get
Oh
there,
my
and it's
God.
gonna be super filled with porn.
And then,
Pretty much every
and
porn
then,
we
but there'll
do
still be like
ever.
doorways that say, "Are you 18?" And then you'll just watch the kids just walk through because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But it'll be a lot more awkward when you could just see everything. But then again, everything would be a virtual avatar, so it would be like some 12-year-old and like some giant butch dude. Like, it's like some giant hunk would walk over and he'd be like, "Are you? Can I fuck you?" Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the worst part of
God,
it.
this reminds me of that
Yeah.
Drake and Josh episode where they had to kiss a person and Josh ended up like kissing a transvestite. It's like, was it good for you? Yeah, it was.
Oh god.
Oh, I kind of remember that. Wow, Drake and Josh is so progressive.
It's more progressive
We
than
just
Eddie.
gone from
Well, think
Drake
about
and
okay, wait,
Josh
yeah. So they had
to-
the transgender person who was definitely, I mean, still, it was a butt of a joke, but still had him. And then they also had the mentally ill person working at the movie theater who is also kind of a psychopath and probably had at least one body somewhere. And then like the black lady manager.
This is very progressive for its time. Please cut that bit out.
No, just keep it in there so we all know about it.
Please cut that bit out.
Yep. Oh my god. All right, let's move on to questions then.
This is the question and answer part of the podcast where I answer all the questions in the order they are on my Twitter feed, so don't get mad at me about this. The first question comes from they're all from Tim. Just
this is like Tim's question corner because nobody else asks
I say
questions.
fan Q&A. This is the part where Tim asks us 40 questions and we drag the podcast out for another hour.
Yeah.
The first question from Tim the man is Sea of Thieves. Should people buy it now?
No.
I like it.
Unless you want to anyway.
Played it or kept up with it at all.
I see what I've seen from
if
Sea of Thieves is it's kind of lacking content. Like there's a bit to do, but it kind of gets.
How much is it?
Yeah.
All right, more skeletons.
It's too much money for what it is. Don't get me wrong. I love the game. I think it's really fun. It's more fun with other people, but it's $60 for like a bunch of the same exact quests.
$60? No, God no.
Yeah, I would
like
I would
20,
have bought it already if it was on Steam. One.
Yeah.
And if it was like,
That's big enough
I'd say
reason not to buy it.
$40 is probably the most I'd pay for it. But
I mean, the good thing is that they're gonna keep updating it and hopefully add a lot more stuff to it.
yeah, well, that'd be fun to do one day. But
You have to have like a really specific type of entertainment. You have to be really entertained from setting sail and just watching where you're going for a while.
I think
That's it.
I mean, I think like if we were to do that, we could do it. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like I've played with Nate too. Excuse me, not the barbecue.
Liberals.
I played with Nate too a lot, and it's super fun with the more people you have. And I haven't gotten to play on the big ship.
It doesn't
but...
look $60 not on
Yeah,
Steam.
no, it isn't.
Yeah.
It definitely
Worth
isn't.
of
So I'd
fun.
either wait for the price to go
If it
down or
was
wait for them to add more content.
$20 and on
I mean,
Steam.
unless someone sees the game, they're like, "Fuck, I need it." Then yeah, go for it. You know?
Yeah, unless it makes you real horny for it.
It's like, oh, that's a good pussy.
Next
Tired of the
question. Would you rather sleep with John Cena or eat a burger with only pickles?
John Cena.
But wait,
John Cena.
with the burger,
That's in with
is
the
the burger
burger
like is it like
either,
a
or is
patty
it like
of
a
pickles
bun?
with pickles on top and like pickle buns? Because then you're just eating pickles. In which case, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with
I mean,
I like pickles.
It doesn't sound that
Different. Just
horrible.
make it a bunch of different kinds of pickles. Make it pretty buck wild.
But like if
albeit
it's like a
pretty good.
burger with a hamburger patty and normal buns and just pickle, even still, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I'm
So
fine with pickles.
I think I'd do the burger because it's way less effort.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
you know,
I'd-
John
I'd-
Cena's got a big dick. So
And you know, that is not specified. Are you top and bottom in that situation? I'd assume you're bottom because it's
yeah,
John
everyone's a bottom to John Cena.
Cena. John Cena's not gonna bottom.
He's a wrestler. He'll throw your ass around. You are
John
definitely
Cena-
bottom.
John's, if anything, he's
Unless
a
you
power
are a bigger wrestler.
Power bottom. I like to imagine John Cena as a power bottom.
bottom. Don't we all?
John Cena would make me his fuck toy.
Can we get that on a shirt?
The thunder button.
Do you still want to change your answer, Black Ops? Because you said sleep with John Cena.
Gay.
John Cena would throw your giant ass around. John Cena would throw your 6'9" ass around like it was fucking nothing.
You assume that I'm 6'9"?
Something like that.
Well, you're right.
John Cena would destroy you.
I still choose John Cena. I don't like pickles.
You're gonna get fucking whipped across a room.
Yeah, but at least I
You
like
would
it.
be
You guys don't.
You're not
At
gonna
least-
like it when your face is through a plate glass window.
You don't know the
John
thing.
Cena
Well,
likes it
at
rough.
least at least
He
For
I-
all
likes
you
to-
know, John
he likes
Cena
to
could be
punch
a
his
gentle
women.
lover.
I can see. I don't picture John Cena being
John
a
Cena
gentle
likes
lover.
to suplex his lovers into the
He's-
mattress.
John Cena is rough. God. So this next question, I feel like I'm having a stroke reading
I
it.
also do.
What is the situation in Is Ray AI? I don't understand the question, so I'm gonna.
I think
skip
the
to
situation
next one.
is Ray AI.
Is Ray AI? I don't know.
That sounds like the situation.
Is Ray AI is capitalized, so I guess that's a title of something.
Are you sure it's not Israel?
Oh,
Israel.
Israel. Oh, okay.
Oh God. damn, I hate
Israel.
you. I thought that. Okay. Yeah. Tim, you're retarded.
Jesus
I think that's the
Christ.
situation in Israel.
I don't know what the situation in Israel and
Son
also
of a-
Israel.
guess.
I'm not gonna get
Whether-
political. So the next question is,
Wait, I don't think.
if
Wait,
you
hold on.
all-
I don't think we can get political even if we wanted to. I don't do any. Do you guys just know the situation in the Middle East like at all? Except for it's like it's shit. It's kind of bad over there.
This entire week, I've been like politic free, and it's been a blessing.
That must be nice to not live in a world with Donald Trump.
Like I haven't been keeping up on the politics, and it's been so relaxing.
Must be nice to be a 12-year-old.
Yeah, I was binge watching Friends because my computer was at Geek Squad. It was nice. I would get home and go to sleep.
I should really watch Friends one of these years.
It's
It's a
so
good show.
it's
I think I
such a-
might have
Shit
seen like
ever.
a quarter of an episode once.
It's definitely one of the shows that you have to like do something else while you're doing it. You can't really just like sit there. I mean, you
Oh.
can because I did for
It's
an
a
entire week. You
sitcom.
can sit there and watch it, but it's a sitcom from like the early 2000s.
It's from the
90s.
early 90s.
It's older than you are.
Well, I guess it ended in like 2004 or something.
No, because I remember it because I started watching season 6. Season 6 is when the New Year's event happened. Because
Y2K.
Joey was dancing with another girl and he wanted to kiss her, and then she was a bitch to Monica and Chandler. Anyways,
Wow. Wow.
This
I watched
is the most
all of
early
season
2000s podcast we've ever had.
I
Let
wasn't
me get
even
my
alive.
flip phone.
Hey, how about apple bottom jeans? Am I right?
I'm gonna sell my Apple stock.
You ever heard of this bookstore Amazon? I don't think it's going anywhere.
No, God, no. This internet thing. It's
I mean, why would you want to buy things online? It's fucking stupid.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, my pager's going off. I need to check this real quick.
You have a pager still?
Hey, listen. I think we should take a trip to see the World Trade Center. It's such a beautiful place, and it'll definitely stand the test of time.
Yeah, I mean, we've got time because those buildings, they're just built so well.
I mean,
They're not.
you're not
going
gonna a couple of giant skyscrapers aren't just gonna disappear in like a couple
I
hours.
think we need to cut that out.
No,
Really, we
absolutely.
need-
I'll
I
decide
think
on
George
that.
Bush is gonna be all right.
It's too soon. You know?
President George W. Bush is the worst president this country has ever had and will ever have.
I voted for Al Gore. See, I can't. You know. If you all met up, where would you go for dinner?
Somewhere
Olive
cheap.
Garden.
Yeah, probably somewhere cheap
Olive
'cause we're
Garden.
poor.
Yeah.
So we're gonna like go to like a McDonald's or something.
We're gonna get
Not even
one-
McDonald's.
we're
We
Well,
don't
gonna
even
go
McDonald's
to
has a dollar
Dollar
menu.
Dollar burger.
Oh
Dollar
shit, you're right. But we all have to
cheeseburger.
share that
And
one.
we're gonna
meal.
cut that up four
We
We
ways.
only
single-
have we only scrounge up a single $1 between all of us.
Well, because it took so much money to meet up, so we have
What's
$1
$1
left to eat and no money to get home. So we all just kill ourselves afterwards because there's no point going
In the
on.
McDonald's
Well,
bathroom.
I think the real question is where would we all meet up at? This
The
question.
McDonald's
The
bathroom.
restaurant that we're trying to discern.
Where
So, yeah.
actually a good where in the country? I'd say somewhere
Where's the
fun.
What would be a good midpoint?
We
What
don't
would
know,
be a
not
good
necessarily a midpoint, just somewhere good. Because I think a midpoint would be like the middle of the country and it'd be shit.
The middle of Arkansas.
Yeah,
I mean,
woohoo!
like a
Here we
midpoint
are.
between
We're in
all four
fucking
of us.
Illinois or some shit, you know, or Indiana. Go to fucking like Pennsylvania.
Yeah, either Ohio or Pennsylvania.
I'd say Mexican food because I like Mexican food.
What? I didn't. What did you say?
What?
Something Mexican food.
You say like Mexican food, and I agreed with him. And
No, I don't.
Yeah,
that's
I don't
bad.
like Mexican food.
Okay,
It's,
I'm
it's
not
all.
gonna
It's
do
all
this
too.
podcast with you
There's too
anymore.
many like tomatoey bits. I don't like tomatoes.
Then ask for
Okay,
something without
yeah,
tomatoes.
ask-
Everything
you
has
don't have to
tomatoes
get
in
the-
it though. It's like
No, it
fucking.
doesn't. Chorizo.
I go to Mexican food places very regularly, and everything I have ordered ever has not had tomatoes in it,
Well, I've maybe.
other than the salsa. The salsa is the only
well-
thing, and that's only for the chips.
Also, you know what? Chips are too loud. I don't want to go anywhere where there's so much loud
They're
crunching.
too loud.
We need to go
Okay, I
to
don't
somewhere that
think-
has like individualized soundproof rooms, so that we don't actually have to hear anything except ourselves.
Sit in our own silence.
Yeah, that's what I need. People are too fucking loud.
I was gonna say you're gonna be hard pressed to find someone.
I know. I should open up my own restaurant that does that. People are too
What?
fucking loud. It's just I can't. It's they need to just shut up.
What is your stance on the political situation on Alichno? I have not kept up with anything.
It does say
related
in.
to
It does
Alichno.
say in instead of on, and it does say
In.
Tilichno and not.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I'm translating it to normal people speak from.
But I
Tim's-
think
Is
I'm
anybody
pretty sure
here
he's
still
he's
on the
referencing something
Lichno?
specific about Alichno, and also
I
but
think
but
I'm gonna let
even
you know a
still,
secret.
I don't.
The only politics I've kept up with is the fact that Russ is mad that I still have that stupid axe.
Why
and I
don't you
haven't
just?
shipped it to this
Isn't it just
person.
like taking up
Other than
space? You should just throw it into the wind and hope it gets somewhere.
I'm not gonna lie, and I hope Russ doesn't listen to this. I don't know where it went.
Oh my god.
You lost like the one thing keeping those people going.
I need to look
They're all.
for it.
There's
and
gonna be
I
a mass
haven't.
suicide. It's gonna be Jonestown 2.0.
I had
The
it on my
axe was the only thing they
nightstand
cared
for,
about.
like- I had it on my nightstand for like 2 months, and now it's gone, and I don't know where it's at.
I was
Oh
gonna
my
say, did
God.
you eventually trash it, man? They would have been pissed if you said that.
I don't know where it went. And that's part of the reason why I haven't shipped it, but I also haven't taken the time to look for it. So I'm just gonna really hope Russ doesn't
So-
listen to this. Salt or pepper?
Salt.
Salt.
Pepper?
Definitely most deaf.
Well, maybe I'll say salt.
Salt.
Yeah,
Salt.
no, actually, yeah. Okay, yeah, salt. I think things that have pepper on them are really good, but I think salt is in so many things that it's like I'm interpreting this question as you pick one and the other one is just just disappears from the universe.
Gone forever.
So I guess if I had to keep one, obviously I'm gonna keep salt.
Yeah,
Mhm.
salt's not. You can put salt on a lot more than you can put pepper.
Yeah, but I feel like anything you put salt on could also work with pepper though. I think that's why it's like salt and pepper.
Tell me
are
you're
like-
gonna put pepper on your watermelons?
You put salt on your watermelon?
You don't?
What?
What? How do you not eat watermelon? Watermelon's so boring without salt.
It tastes like watermelon.
It tastes like
They
water.
haven't.
It's
What's
like
wrong
water.
with
It's like
watermelon?
sweet
It's
water. It's
amazing.
good. I like watermelon on it. Why would you put salt on it?
It's even better with salt on it. Try it.
I like kiwis better.
Kiwi
Kiwis are
with
pretty
salt?
Not with
Nope.
salt. I've never put salt on a kiwi before, but I put
Why would
watermelon. I put watermelon on salt all the
Watermelon.
time.
I dip my watermelon.
I love eating my
Pile
watermelon.
of salt, you just
I could
dump a
see like
watermelon
sticking
on it.
sugar on there like you do with strawberries, but not salt.
Yeah,
What?
put
Why?
salt on it. It's good. Don't like
might-
overdo it, but sprinkle a little salt on
I
it.
might test it out
feel like,
just
yeah,
to see what it
salty
tastes
and
like.
sweet. I feel like that would
If I
be
start
good.
choking,
It's pretty good. Yeah, just don't go buck wild with it, but sprinkle a little salt on there. It's pretty good.
Well,
When
Yeah.
I was
I'll
little, I
probably
used to
forget.
I used to pour salt in my hand and eat it.
You're weird. That probably explains a lot of the things that's wrong with
It
you.
really does, because one time, this is when I discovered I'm not a big fan of sugary things, because I was at a wedding and there
Oh,
was
God.
what looked like a gigantic salt shaker on the table.
Oh,
Turns
God.
out it wasn't salt and it was sugar. So I poured it on my
Oh,
hand and I
God.
was like, sweet salt. And then I like put my tongue on it and then it was super sugary and I was like, I'm disgusted. This is just-
Usually,
I almost threw
9
up at
times
some
out of
point.
10, this is the opposite situation
yeah.
for literally
Oh
every
shit,
other
it's
human
sugar.
being on
It's
Earth.
salt.
No, dude, I love salt and I'm not a big fan of sugar.
I don't. Is there anything normal about you?
Oh.
Her fears aren't normal.
Turns
She's
out-
not.
Turns out she'll do a face reveal. She'll have 3 eyes and 6 noses and a fucking.
Wait, you're telling me it's not normal to have 3 eyes?
She'll have a mouth split right in half.
She literally is peg fag.
Yeah,
Oh
one giant tit.
no. Dude, I used to that just like gave me fucking flashbacks. I used to have a
Vietnam style.
inside joke with somebody about one singular titty.
It's
Yeah,
a funny
I think it was
concept.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
it
good
was
joke.
because we were at a football game and it was so cold, and she said my tit's gonna fall off, and I was like, "Oh, just one of them? So you're just gonna have one titty?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it around my chest so it looks like I have two." It's not as funny in retrospect, but it just reminded me of
I mean,
it.
that's basically what
Wait.
peg fag is.
Wait, wrap around to like it look like 2?
Yeah,
How does
just
that?
like
How would
move
that?
it over. I don't know.
You gotta like
Just
spread
move
it.
your boob over.
Oh, okay, not the other way around. Like I was imagining, like so it's like you take like it's like your left tit and like it wraps around your back and then comes around to the right.
What
I'm
the
like,
You're just
fuck?
like taking it, pulling it over to the left, and slapping some duct
yeah,
tape on
right.
there.
See, I don't know why I made it so complicated in my head.
Yeah, your
It's-
titty has to
it
like go
is a
around you. It has to make a
long movement.
pretzel
Steak or chicken steak?
steak.
Steak.
Well,
Alright,
I am gonna go
alright.
chicken because I think chicken wings are superior.
If it's
They're
a wing,
very
we'll
good,
get it.
but
Steak-
you also have to
chicken wings are
consider.
very, very good, and that's what I had for dinner.
I
last night,
assumed he
but
meant
steak.
like I assumed he meant steak or chicken breast.
Well, he didn't specify though, so I'm gonna
That's
interpret
true.
it
I
as
still go
as I
with
feel
steak.
fit.
steak.
The only good thing about like chicken breasts,
Wing.
yeah, the chicken's like okay, but the only good thing about it is the skin. But if you take away the skin,
What?
then it's just bland chicken.
What?
The
What are you
skin is
talking
the
about?
nasty part
Wait, what?
that you're supposed to take off.
No, it's all good. What are you both talking about?
What are you talking about, Chris? Like, I'm not saying chicken's bad. I'm saying I prefer steak over chicken.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
absolutely.
saying
Steak,
It
chicken's
also
chicken.
could be that my
good
mom
top to bottom.
really dries the shit out of our chicken.
Well, yeah.
and
So
so
if you have bad chicken,
You
obviously
gotta
you're
have
not
good
gonna think
moist
chicken's
chicken.
good.
I like me some chicken. Don't get me wrong.
Actually, yeah, I think
Uh,
if it's moist chicken, I do prefer
but
chicken over steak.
I want a good wet
Shit,
chicken.
yeah, you just you.
I need
your most moist
chicken.
I need
But
the
out of both of
drippiest,
those,
wettest chicken.
I will always.
I just want it to slop.
Yeah, I will always choose fish over either of those. Fish is the best.
No, see, yeah, no,
I like fish.
I
Nah.
like fish too, but
Fish is fine,
Shrimp.
but it's
Shrimp
it's
too.
like I
Shrimp
think with
scallops.
fish, it's like it has to be so like I only really like fresh fish.
And it can't
No.
taste like fish.
If it's like the shitty like breaded shit, not,
I mean,
not about it.
Yeah.
Though
I
at the
don't
same
know.
time,
I guess it's
like
stuff like
shrimp.
that. I don't really have to like all of the fish we have is fresh because we're literally on the fucking ocean.
That's true. But I'm on a
Well,
giant
that's
lake, and I still
Yeah.
seem to have a lot of shitty fish.
I changed
the
my
Earth
mind.
flat?
It's chicken.
No.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Shit, you're right.
Well, now that you bring it up, Earth is very spherical. Like a good
No,
loop.
it's a big old disc.
Don't believe you. But
We're a
I'm gonna
space
believe you.
disc. We're
You're a space
we're
dick.
God's frisbee.
We're God's frisbee. Yes, we are. So, final question: how many of my old unused questions will be salvaged for the future? And the answer to that is
None.
we don't have any of your old unused questions. We read all of them. We just don't answer all of them.
Yeah.
And we
Listen.
count reading as checking that off the
Yeah,
list.
if they
we
get
also
cut. They
like
get cut
Brian.
out of the final edit.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, Tim. All your questions have been read on this
They've all at the
podcast.
very least been
They
acknowledged.
just haven't made the final cut.
We've got a quality product to maintain, and you're dragging us down.
Some of them are just bad. Like, there's a reason only 2 or 3 questions make the end of every episode out of the 50. So
So thanks for watching this episode
that's
Yeah.
episode
Shitty
1
Podcast.
of-
Not really, but
but
kinda.
kinda.
We'll be
Yeah.
back.
Was it a good episode? Not really, but kinda.
It's good to be back in season 2.
Yeah,
It's
boys
not
are back
season
in
2.
town.
This is season 1. This won't even be. I don't even know if there will be seasons. There might just be like unexplained breaks.
Version 2.
Dude, yeah. There's unexplained 6-week breaks that we never acknowledge.
Well, I mean, basically with this podcast, we stopped Crusty Pickle Grandmas and just like disappeared completely, and then
we
just showed
took
up
it,
again with this.
We
So-
gutted it, slapped it in a new animal. Like, we took the deer guts and put it in a cow, and we're just pushing it on down the road to get hit by another car.
Yeah.
And we'll do this 2 or 3 more times before we just give up forever.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't given up yet. I've been doing just shit for like 5 years now. And
Yeah, I mean,
I'm still
naturally.
kicking.
It's all hot garbage, but it's good hot
well,
garbage.
sure, yeah. I didn't say I was doing good shit.
Not
yeah.
really, but kinda.
Tune back in 6 weeks when we all find time to get together again. It'll be your old buckle wild time.
We go together like Rama Lama Lama, the diggity ding dong. Remember forever, and she bop, she wada wada, yippity